deactivated, so their server kicked us out altogether. But the good part is we get Greg Harmer back, and this time he's going to get to start in third place. We've got our 4 racers on the clock. For the sake of time, let's hit start race. In 30 seconds, you're going to get to see the top 7 folks from tonight's program run together. One of them will get first. Last time Joshua Vigil had a decent lead, but this time Gary, Greg, and Billy will be ready.
I see the Facebook feed.
Thank you. All right, in 5 seconds, they're going to go. Ooh, Gary Crowell with a beautiful start, already making a pass on Joshua Vigil on the outside there. Here they come side by side. Both of them about 55 kilometers per hour. Joshua Vigil managing to eke out by a car length again. Interesting driving strategies from both of them. Looks like Gary keeping it. Gary Crowell's had this paint scheme for almost a year with us at least, so I know everybody knows that paint scheme. Billy Cayley and Kevin Tyler having a great race. Greg Harmer having a not so good start, currently shown in 7th. He did start in 3rd spot. Looks like he made a mistake. At least he's still with us right now and has not gotten disconnected. Joshua Vigil putting a few car lengths on Gary right now. Kevin Tyler moving up a few spots. He's giving Billy a run for the money, as it looks like Billy got away as Kevin made a mistake there. With Kevin's mistake, both Jeremy and Frenchie are right on his tail right now. Jeremy's running the all-red buggy, and Frenchie's running the all-pink buggy. Interesting lines from there. One likes to... Ooh, Frenchie making a mistake going on to the straight. That's going to let Jeremy Lidkey draft Kevin Tyler. Here he is on the inside. Now he's in front. Kevin Tyler stays wide. Jeremy Lidkey giving him some room. Both making it easily through that section. Here they are on the black tarp jump area. Both keeping it straight. Looks like no mistakes there from either or. Greg Harmer is making ground on both of them. He had a crappy start. Went from 3rd to 7th. Our leaders are separated by 2 seconds from Josh to Gary, 1st to 2nd. Billy is also 2 seconds behind Gary Crowell. So we're right now sticking with the closest battle. That is Jeremy Lidkey and Kevin Tyler, both Canadians. They're bringing Greg Harmer to the party. Frenchie is currently in 7th. Loads of racing to go. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's take this opportunity to look at some lap times. So it looks like Frenchie's fast lap is a 36.2, Greg Harmer's fast lap is a 34.4, Kevin Tyler's fast lap is a 35.2, Jeremy Lidkey's fast lap is a 34.5, Billy Cayley 34.2, Gary Crowell 33.9, Joshua Vigil 33.3. If I'm being honest, the entire field was running quicker laps in the first race. This is a restart. It's not an A2, it is just a main, but it is a restart due to the server kicking all 7 of us off the server. Joshua Vigil in 1st place, Gary in 2nd, 1 second behind him, so Gary making some solid time on Joshua Vigil. His one bad lap was a 35.6. Billy Cayley only 2 seconds behind him, and Jeremy Lidkey and Kevin Tyler putting on an amazing battle. Could throw a blanket over both these buggies right now. The only thing I can tell you is Jeremy's... Oh, I just jinxed Jeremy as he made a mistake and Greg Harmer makes the pass on him. So Jeremy Lidkey will no longer be battling on the same frame with Kevin Tyler. He's now probably 4 or 5 seconds behind him. Greg Harmer's made the pass, so Greg will move up to 5th, I believe. We'll wait for the timer to update. Frenchie is also catching up to Jeremy, so that could get interesting in the back. Keep in mind they were our 1-2 from the B main. Here they are running in 6th and 7th respectively. Closest battle now is between Greg and Jeremy. Greg is running the Techno EB48 2.0. He's also got that paint scheme dialed in. Hopefully he'll stick with it. Meanwhile, looks like Jeremy Lidkey. I picked on Jeremy Lidkey for having just a base red paint job, and that it's a virtual game, and that he can afford to put a paint scheme and put the time in there. And he posted a picture of his X-ray practice body, and it's exactly the same. So now I totally get it. He just prefers to have his bodies painted red. I'm kind of the same way. All my practice bodies are either red or pink or yellow. It's just one base color. Here he is trying to chase down Greg Harmer. It's kind of funny to see these guys in the back half of the race and still run 34s on this lap. That's ridiculous. Josh and Gary Crowell with a 33.6, Billy Cayley with a 33.9. So the top three in the 32 to 33 second club. Kevin Tyler down. Everyone should be in the 34s. Let's make sure of that. So Kevin Tyler with a 34.5, Greg Harmer in fifth with a 34.2, Jeremy Lidke in sixth place with a 34.5, Frenchie with a 34.3. Yep, so the bottom four are all in 34 second club. Then the top three are in a league of their own, running 33 or quicker. Joshua Vigil, 32.9 from him on lap 5. The way he takes that tight concrete corner is crazy. It looks like he's on the grass more than he is on the concrete part. I'm talking about the middle section. Gary Crowell just 4 seconds behind him. Billy Cayley just 2 seconds behind him. Greg Harmer still a little ways back, but he's currently shown as having a great battle with Kevin Tyler. Here they go through the middle concrete section. Let's actually stick with this battle as it's the closest battle. We are riding with Kevin Tyler and Greg Harmer. Jeremy and Frenchie are differently perhaps. Here comes Greg on the inside, lands on the inside. Kevin getting loose momentarily. That is more than enough to let Greg Harmer throw a whip and get by. So Greg Harmer moving up to fourth. Kevin Tyler 0.4 seconds behind him while they were having a battle. Jeremy's closed the gap. He's just 1 second behind him, and he's bringing Frenchie to the party. Frenchie shown 3 seconds behind Jeremy Lidke. So Joshua Vigil in first, Gary Crowell in second, Billy Cayley in third. Your top three guys in a league of their own. 7 minutes on the clock, 3 minutes to go. If something happens technical wise, this is how they will finish. Josh in first, Gary in second, Billy in third. The top three guys are, let's see, Greg just went by. Yep, the top three guys are 16 seconds clear of Greg Harmer, 1-6. Incredible. And the bottom four guys, mind you, are not slow. They're all running 34 second laps. So Joshua Vigil with one, Gary Crowell 2, Billy Cayley 3, Greg in fourth. Greg's kind of gapped Kevin Tyler a little bit. Now he's trying to pull away. So let's see if we can find the next closest battle. That would actually be between Billy Cayley and Gary Crowell. Billy Cayley is 3.7 seconds behind Gary Crowell, taking it nice and easy through the midsection. Here he comes on the turf jump. He's going to make a left hand here through the concrete fast lap. Let's see if we can find someone else. It looks like Jeremy Lidke making a mistake early on, recovering from it really well, and then making another mistake, and he's currently showing as 3 seconds behind Frenchie. How did that happen? Looks like Frenchie stayed solid, and Jeremy made two mistakes on lap 11 and 12. That'll do it with this fast group. He went from fourth to seventh. Greg Harmer, who is now in fourth, he's trying to chase down Billy Cayley. He's currently showing as 17 seconds behind him. Kevin Tyler is 3 seconds behind him. Frenchie is 4 seconds behind him. Jeremy Lidke closing the gap a little bit, but still 3 seconds behind Frenchie. So no really close battles here. Gary Crowell comfortably sitting in second, dealing with lap traffic a little bit, but nice and comfort. 7 seconds in front is Joshua Vigil, and 3.5 behind him is Billy Cayley. Greg Harmer shaving off a second off of Billy, but with just 1 minute to go, I'm not sure if that's enough for Greg to chase down Billy. You heard that in the background. 1 minute to go. Let's look at lap times one last time. So Jeremy Lidke, fast lap of 34.5. Frenchie with a 34.3. Kevin Tyler with a 34.3. Greg Harmer with a 33.3. Billy Cayley with a 33.4. So Greg's 0.1 seconds quicker than Billy. Gary Crowell with a 33.4. Joshua Vigil currently fast lap is a 32.9, so just one person in the 32-second club. Magnetic reverse.
Oh,
Somebody
I'm
just
not messed
dropped.
up. Yeah,
Somebody
it was
just
Jeremy.
dropped. Jeremy Lidke just dropped. When he dropped, he was in seventh. So Corey Tyler, when you see this feed, give him 7. Oh, somebody making a turn. What was going on there? Who is making U-turns on the last lap? Oh, I think it's Gary Crowell just running a fun lap. Kind of confused me there. All right, gentlemen, please come to the pits so we can look at your lap times.
All right. Guys, my dog is gonna lose his mind. I have to go. But it was fun. It was actually a good night. Low turnout, but it was fun.
All right, so if you're looking at the lap times, it looks like fast lap of the day goes to Joshua Vigil with a 32.9. Gary Crowell in second place with a 33.4. Billy Cayley, identical 33.4. Greg Harmer, 33.3. Kevin Tyler, 34.2. Frenchie with a 34.3. And I believe Jeremy Litke, it says, did not finish since he disconnected, but he did have a 34-second lap there as well. Let's go to Park Ferme and interview with whoever is willing to interview with us from the top three. Billy Cayley, if you have a hot mic, please speak up. Okay, let's go to second place. Gary Crowell, do you have a hot mic? Please speak up.
I'm here.
Okay, Gary, walk us through that race and how it went for you.
I had a better restart in because in the first lap of the last one, I had you called me going into the pit almost, and that lost a bunch of time. This time I didn't have quite as big a mistake, but it still wasn't very fast. Joshua had us covered pretty easily.
Gotcha. Besides your race, would you like to thank any of your sponsors or update us with any new news?
Yeah, we've got Beach RC, which has great shipping. I've got some stuff on the way right now from them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for racing with us. Next up, let's go to Joshua Vigil. Josh, do you have a hot mic?
Yes.
Hey, so walk us through, man. It looks like none of your fellow racers had anything for you tonight. Your TQ was good. Your A1 and A2 both were very impressive. Did your driving
The
style?
only part where I hate is just the straight line onto the straight.
You mean the not so straight line onto the
Yeah.
straight?
Yeah.
Well, you definitely seem to handle it well. You ran a 32.9 when you ran with us on a 80% loaded server. You want to share with us what you ran your fast lap in practice?
My best lap was done in a qualifier run. It was a 32.5,
Wow. And what is the record here?
32.3.
Who holds it?
Hugo.
Nice. So point 0.2 off the world record. Very impressive from the young Joshua Vigil. Would you like to thank any sponsors?
Techno and AKA.
Shout out to Team Techno and Team AKA. You just heard from Joshua Vigil. Thank you so much for racing with us, Josh. Now let's go to one of the fun parts of this program. We are going to display the names of folks who have contributed to keep us running, and we are going to hit spin the wheel. If one of their names shows up, they will win themselves a club race, which they will use at a physical track. Our goal is to be a virtual league that supports physical tracks. So we will continue to run this league as long as we can get 10 folks or more. I believe this month we've got 8, so if we get 2 more guys to join us, we'll continue running it next month onwards. Otherwise, next month we'll have to kind of decide on what we need to do as a group. Let's see who wins this one. Somebody's going to get a nice club race. And again, they can win every month. Every week we give away one, so technically, if they won last month, they can win again. You've heard from Justin Foyle and Gary Crowell, both whom have won and gone to their local track to support it. It looks like this week's winner will be a Canadian. Let's see once it comes down to it. Y'all let me know when you can see it. All right, it is none other than B main racer Brian Nesbitt. He raced with us in the B main earlier. He's left right now. He's not in Discord. So hopefully his buddy Kevin Tyler can tell him he won himself a club race. So congratulations to Brian Nesbitt. He just won himself a club race at a local track. And we'll message him that he has won it. So we'll remove his name.